So my name is Emily Dugdale. I'm 24 years old. I have a BA in political science from Williams College, and I freelance in print and specifically print media. So I work as a freelance journalist in the Bay Area. I essentially work for about 3 publications right now. I freelance for a hyperlocal news site in Berkeley called Berkeley Side, another hyperlocal in San Francisco called the San Francisco Public Press. I also write occasionally for the Marin Independent Journal. So I've been doing this for, about almost 2 years. So after I graduated from college, I did an internship with the San Francisco Bay Guardian, which is a now defunct alternative weekly. So that folded during my internship. So I kind of got launched into freelancing as a way to sustain myself. So I kind of came into it thinking, okay, this is a way I can just, keep writing and then, sustain myself with other work. It really was able to provide me the flexibility that I needed to be able to pursue other projects as well as get my name out there. And also what I like about it is that I'm not tied to one specific publication or one specific beat. So I get to touch a lot of different areas, which I really like. It's a good way to be able to kind of understand what you really want to write about. I can say before I started doing this, I don't think I really knew exactly what I wanted to do. I still don't really, but it's a good way to get your feet in, your toe in a bunch of different ponds, I guess. So I know a lot of people who do what I do, who freelance, and I think almost 100% of the people I know do not freelance full time. They have either a side job as a bartender, or they nanny, or they work retail, or they have some other thing that they do. Maybe they write grants, maybe they do content blogging. So in my situation, I've always tried to hold down another job while I've been doing freelancing. So I've never completely lived off it. I think that's very hard to do, and I don't know very many people who do that. Most of the places I write for, they do a flat rate, so a flat amount of money per article or per word count. If I'm doing a project that I propose, or someone approaches me with a project and asks me for a rate, I will give that. But generally, it's a standard rate that the editor proposes to me. I mean, there's people who've been doing this for, 30 plus years. So, I have a very limited knowledge, but when I first started doing this, I wrote a lot for free. I just really wanted to get my name out there. So I did a lot of free work, and it was great for exposure, but I wasn't getting paid for a lot of hours. So I think at a certain point, you just have to value yourself and your work. If you're a good writer, you should get paid for it. And if you do a project, you should get paid. But it might take you a little bit to get to that point. I mean, you can definitely do free work if you're holding down another job and you just want to kind of test the waters. But yeah, if you want to, make it a little more serious, yeah, you got to ask for money. And people respect you more when you aren't afraid to ask for, pay, and you aren't afraid to just invoice someone right after you do a project like that. People respect you for doing that. I think that you just need to temper your expectations. When I came right out of school, I was sure I was going to land a full-time job in journalism immediately at a great publication. And that just did not happen. And it's because the field is very competitive. And so you just have to be willing to stick it out through some assignments that you might not love, stick it out for some work that is free, and eventually you will find editors who value your work, and they start giving you more projects, they start paying you. So I would say just don't expect to come out right out of the gate, swinging, but just keep at it, I would say.